What's up everybody, it's your girl Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Are you new here? Welcome. Returning here? Also welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. So this week, I'm going to talk about playing it safe and how it's never served me and how it's most likely also not serving you. So I was recently getting ready to attend a networking event and I was like, what will I wear? And instead of going into my closet, because that would be the most economical and obvious logical thing to do, I decided to go and browse online and see what I could buy. As I was scrolling, I came across this really bold printed chemise, dress, whatever, combo I guess. And I was like, wow, that'd be so gorgeous with my big hair and bold red lips. And then I was like, ooh, maybe I'd be doing too much. Too much? Too much for whom? Like, I actually heard that voice go off in my head. And it's funny because last week I addressed turning 40 and reflecting on my 20s and 30s. And honestly, I already feel the wisdom just oozing out of my pores. Like, my brain no longer lets me get away with things that I would have gotten away with in the past. Like, I could talk myself out of things and my brain would just be like, yep, that's probably the best thing to do. But I've reached a point where my brain is like, we're not doing that. And it occurred to me that I just was scared of standing out. That's still a thing. Wow. How many times have I stood in my own way because I was too scared of standing out? How many times have you stood in your own way because you were afraid of standing out? I was listening to a podcast that I completely stumbled on by fluke, but the host said something that I found that was like so profound, okay? He said, how can you stand out when you're trying to blend in? How do you stand out when you're trying to blend in?
How can you stand out when you're trying to blend in?
And I was like, what? And he was just talking about trying to play it safe, and I was like, yeah. How has that ever served me, trying to play it safe? And matter of fact, I find that the most rewarding, fulfilling experiences I have had in my life has not been from playing it safe. I'm at a point in my life where I am playing it as wild, wild west as it can be. Now, I'm gonna share with you two insightful things that have been beneficial to me that I'm gonna share with you that hopefully are helpful. Number one stems from me discovering that your girl suffers from a little bit of anxiety. I don't like confrontation, and so situations that put me in a position of confrontation gives me major anxiety. Something as simple as calling a phone company to make an arrangement, or even a discrepancy. Calling them to be like, y'all need to rectify this. Anything that has to do with confrontation freezes me like a deer in headlights. My therapist, she doesn't know that she did this, but she did the biggest thing by explaining anxiety to me and describing, you know, the whole amygdala and the fear response as like you thinking there's a giant bear coming to attack you. And so I react like there's an emergency. I react as if there's a bear in the room. This is good. This is good because now I understand why I react how I do and the extent of which I'm reacting. And by knowing this, I'm able to tell myself that there is no bear in the room. Like, I am not gonna get torn to shreds. And the second part is pushing through it, because once you push through it, you're like, that's not a bear. And you push and you try something new, or you step out of that zone, you realize, oh wait, you look back and you're like, wait, I did it. And you'll be able to do it again. I remember going years ago to a Chris Rock comedy show. And in the back, he had a light, like it was lit, like those LED word lights, whatever, that said, the comfort is the poison. And I was waiting for him to address that throughout the entire show. I was like, okay, he's gonna make a joke about it. And he never did. And I think that was just the point. And it was like in bright red light. It was piercing. See what he did there? Like, it's still in my head. It's been more than 5 years. Being complacent, being comfortable, playing it safe is dangerous. And if you're complacent, you're happy and you're not, you know, that's what you want, that's a whole different thing. But when you start to wonder, when you start to feel it, because you feel it. You feel it when you're not doing what needs to be done. And so that's where you have to tell yourself, like, how can I do that push? Like I said, most of the most rewarding experiences, opportunities that I have been able to get was by putting myself in very uncomfortable spaces, not playing it safe, showing up as myself. And I'm just so excited for what it's gonna do for me in my future. And for you as well. Tell me, share in the comments below, what are some ways in which you are playing it safe? What is it that you want? What is it you're gunning for and you're just like, nah. And sometimes it's not even like career-wise. Sometimes it's, you know, within relationships. Like, how are you playing it safe? And better yet, how is it benefiting you for real? Share that in the comments below. All right, folks, that's it from me for today. Thanks again for watching. I really hope this was insightful for you, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye for now.